Hey, Brian, how you doing, buddy?
I'm ready. What's going on?
Well, I've got some good and some bad news.
What is it?
All right. Well, the bad news is Jericho broke his arm last match. He's out of the tournament.
You're kidding.
I wish I was. He went out to help Adam Cole and got hurt pretty bad. Freak accident.
Well, we're on in 10 minutes for our match. What are we going to do?
Well, now, here's the good news. We can't replace him in 10 minutes. It wouldn't be fair to you. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you a bye to the second round. Next week, you'll take on the winner of Pete Dunn and Dom Mysterio in the semi-final.
I wanted to kill that guy myself. But I appreciate it, Scott.
Of course, Brian, rest up. You've got a great spot next week. You're a semi-finalist.
REDP Universe, it's great to have you back. And yes, you heard it right. After that nasty Chris Jericho arm break, dislocated elbow, I believe is what it was, Bryan Danielson has been given a bye into the semifinals. So technically, this has become our first match of this bracket. Dominic Mysterio will make his way to the ring, and he's about to take on the most challenging opponent of his young career. This is Dominic Mysterio's singles debut in REDP. His last match came at the REDP Royal Rumble, where he would wrestle alongside Darby Allin as well as his father Ray against the Blackpool Combat Club. That was in 2024. This is his first match back since the blackout. He's got a lot longer hair, he's got a mustache, and he's got a lot more confidence than before, I will say. I talked to him a little bit backstage, actually, and he almost had a smugness to him. Very, very unlike that young, unconfident kid we saw walking in. But I don't know how much confidence you need to save yourself from this man. Pete Dunn is back in REDP. This is his first appearance since, I believe it was, we hadn't even named our brands yet. We had only one weekly show called just REDP Live. Pete Dunn has not wrestled in REDP in that long. We hadn't had a Revolution Rage brand split. So Pete Dunn has a lot to prove here tonight. It's been quite a while, but he's got a lot of aggression already right off the bat. Big boot right to the solar plexus, couple forearms, a chop, a shoulder tackle right into the waist of Dominic Mysterio, and another forearm. Got him by the back, and a German right into the turnbuckle. And Dunn now off the rope, into the corner with a hip attack. Up to the feet now goes Dom, and a toss by the wrist, and now cranking at the shoulder. This is the specialty of Dunn, joint manipulation, punishing you after every single move. In every single opportunity, he punishes your joints. But now, Dominic Mysterio, kip up to get up. Dunn holds onto the wrist. Russian tie. Russian tie to the leg sweep here. And now he's got a little bar arm action. Cattle mutilation. Counter mutilation from Pete Dunne. Dominic trying to stand up. Putting even more pressure on the shoulders. Oh my God. Dropping down and snapping those shoulders. He could have dislocated them. And now Dunn going for a chop. Ducking under it. Oh, is Mysterio off the ropes. West Coast pop. West Coast pop for Mysterio. He's strutting his stuff a little bit. He's really coming into his own as a performer here in this company. And Dunn's back to his feet and he cops a right forearm. And now flying armbar. The technicality on display. And will Dom tap? Will Dom escape? Yes, he will. No, he won't. Dunn turns it into disarmor. Bellied out armbar on a Dominic and popping the knees up and now prying at the fingers. Oh my goodness. Snapping it. Wizard. Crucifix roll up. 1, 2, no. Dom bridges out, but the crucifix is still applied from Dunn, flipping him over. And Dom trying desperately to reach the ropes, but he can't. As the elbows are gonna start raining right into the side of the head. And now manipulating those fingers even more, even deeper. Mysterio trying desperately, flailing like a fish, and that left foot is reached the top rope as Dunn is forced to let go of the hold. Back up now, and so is Mysterio ramming the face into the turnbuckle. Going for a little German suplex. Oh, big back elbow there from Mysterio to reverse it, And into a Hurricane Rana right into the turnbuckle. Getting a little revenge for that earlier German suplex, it seems. Onto the apron now. In position, Enziguri. Enziguri for Mysterio. Springboard. Arm drag, flipping him right over. And now, Hurricane Rana set up in between the ropes. Off the other side, lariat. Went for the 619 and got caught with the lariat. And Dunn's thinking bitter end. Dunn has him in position for the bitter end. Going up. Mysterio reversing DDT, tornado DDT. Back in position. Off the ropes. 619 connects. Calling him up now. Possibly another. Yes, that's what he's thinking. West Coast pop. Oh, he's caught. Power bomb. 2. No. Mysterio kicks out. An incredible catch and reversal. The strength on display from the bruiserweight, but it isn't enough to put him away. Mysterio now using that rope to stand. Oh, and a super kick as Dunn charges in. Going for a head scissors. No! Caught in the better end. Caught in the better end. 2, 3, that's it. Pete Dunne with the most incredible, perfect timed reversal you'll ever see to a tilt-a-whirl. And Pete Dunne is a semi-finalist. On his way to singles wrestling. It is the original Bro, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, his last match in REDP was at the No Escape 6-pack tag team match where him and his tag team partner, Rob Van Dam, who are still tag team partners, mind you. They didn't win gold or, anybody's respect or fear, but they're the high flyers, man. Come on, you gotta love them. And everybody loves him. Matt Riddle just sat in the crowd and everybody loved him. Riddle, you see how cool that was? You gotta love it. Look at the way he kneels in the ring. It's so cool. You gotta love it. And walking over to Gonzalez, He's talking. He's saying, bro, I missed you. I missed you. He missed Gonzalez. I missed you too, Matt. I missed you too. I appreciate you, Matt. Thanks, Matt. You know, I love this guy. But you gotta fear for him a little here. This man he's wrestling is no joke.
For he is
The limitless one. It is Keith Lee. Last time Keith Lee wrestled REDP was at REDP episode 1, I believe it was, in a battle royal. That battle royal was to decide the contenders for the Atlantic Championship. Although he didn't win it, he put on a pretty, impressive show. I mean, have you ever seen Keith Lee move? Nobody his size should be able to move the way that he moves. And a shoulder tackle right off the bat to Riddle, catching him off guard. And now a German suplex. Lee walking over to the ropes as Riddle rolls right onto his back. And what did I say about nobody his size should be able to move that way with a lion saw? Lee is 300-something bills of pure athleticism. Over with the crossbody as Riddle ducks under, and a big enziguri. Into position for a German now of his own. But a tall task ahead of him. And a fail at the end of the road for Matt Riddle. He tried lifting him up, and the weight difference was just too much. And we'll see how Riddle responds to that in the future as a basement sliding drop kick. A baseball slide drop kick. And a tope con hilo from Keith Lee, taking out Riddle on the outside. And getting the crowd fired up now. Lee now taking him a sort of high crotch lift there onto the steel step from Lee. Rolls him backward on the apron to make room to get into the ring now. Lee once again showing the crowd that he is the limitless one. The big right hand as Riddle stands, rebounding off the ropes with an enziguri. And now a dragon sweep into a Boston Crab. The technicality on display from Riddle. Pushing out and pushing Riddle away with the legs. Rebounding off the ropes. And now a belly to belly. Riddle flips over and lands on the knees and into the corner. What's Riddle? Riddle slowing it down now, trying to go for a test of strength. I don't know if that's the move after what's just happened, and Keith Lee even knows it. He's laughing at him, but he's gonna accept. And oh my God, just throwing him around like kicking it. And picking him up, trying to throw him out of the ring, but a tornado DDT from Keith Lee. Not from Keith Lee, excuse me. From Matt Riddle to Keith Lee. And he's fired up, lifting him up. Went for a DDT. Lee tried to fight it into a guillotine. But Lee has something else in mind, putting him on the top of the rope. Riddle has something of his own in mind. Fantaminator! Taking a move from his tag team partner. Now to the top. Floating Bron to put it away. 1, 2, kick out from Keith Lee. Clothesline out of the ring. Riddle now climbing back onto the apron, and Lee stands across from him. Hurricane Rana. Caught! Riddle catches him. Inverted Bro Derek off the apron. And he's got to get him back in, but he can hardly stand. That took everything out of him. Inverted. Back into the ring we go. Riddle climbs to the top. something else in mind to put it away. Floating throw, but Lee moves. And this match isn't that long. It didn't start too long ago, but both of these men are already exhausted. They have put in so much of their lives into this sport, and it's accumulating all into tonight's match for this Intercontinental first round qualifier. They're both back up to their feet, and a left from Lee, and now a left from Riddle, and a big left from Lee once again, and a super kick from Riddle. Off the ropes, rebound and crossbody. Both laying it on the line. Both exerting every ounce of effort they have. Lee climbing back to his feet. And the crowd understands the weight of just how much this match means to both of these men as a super kick rains in from Lee, knocking him down to a knee. Pele kick after avoiding the boot. And off the ropes, floating Bron. Caught! You're kidding! You're kidding! You're kidding me! Lee has him up! Lee has him up! Spirit bomb! Spirit bomb from Lee! And he puts him away! Moving on to the semi-final! And reversal after reversal in tonight's tournament! Keith Lee walking over, showing some respect to the man who just went to war with him. And the respect seems mutual, but Lee has a rightful celebration ahead of him. He is a semi-finalist for the Intercontinental title.
Hey, yo. I know you're all wondering why I called you in today when most of you don't have matches.
Here's the thing. Our tag team championships have been vacated, as you know. And unlike the rest of the belts, we don't have a tournament for you guys. So here's what I'm gonna do. At the tournament series finals, I'm gonna run some team names through a wheel. The first 6 teams I land on are gonna wrestle in the finals opening match in a 6-pack tag match for the titles. Any 6 of you could get the call. I'll let you know by the end of the first round, so stay tuned. Good luck. See you guys in the finals.
Last match of this bracket as we await the debut of L.A. Knight. Yeah, LA Knight.
Cut the music!
And it looks like, who gave him a mic? He's got something to say.
REDP has been gone for a long time now. There's some new faces in this building. Some old faces too. Well, I've got bad news for every one of them. My name is L.A. Knight, and wherever I go, the spotlight follows. Yeah! Now everybody has been talking about this Bron Breakker, the unstoppable freak athlete. That's cute.
Man, you gotta have some serious cojones if you want to talk some smack about Bron Breakker.
Kid, if you spend half as much time learning this business as you do making pouty faces at the camera, maybe we'd have something to talk about. Yeah! Let's be honest. You walk around here barking like a junkyard dog, flexing every muscle you got. And to me, it just seems you're trying a little too hard to look tough. And sure, you've got the look. You've got the size and the muscle, but what you don't have is L.A. Knight. And when I knock you out of this tournament, you'll find out the hard way. That muscles don't win matches. L.A. Knight does. And by the end of this one, no one's going to be thinking about the next big thing, Bron Breakker. They'll be too busy saying, yeah!
Some strong claims there from L.A. Knight, completely dismissing the star power of this young gentleman right here, this beast, this tank. Bron Breakker holds the record for the most Royal Rumble eliminations in REDP history. This is his singles debut, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong, feel free. But I believe this is his singles debut here in REDP. He's already showing some aggression at that LA Knight. But yes, to go back at what I was saying as LA Knight talks some trash from the corner, Bron has the most eliminations in REDP Royal Rumble history. He eliminated Steven Evans, Kofi Kingston, among others, and an incredible performance as it was, but this one might look a little different as LA Knight is no pushover into a collar and collar and elbow tie-up. Breaker pushes LA Knight into the corner. Some strength on display and some words fired back at LA Knight. Knight walking out of the corner. Back into the collar and elbow tie-up. Into a headlock now, showing some experience. That experience of LA Knight. You can't buy experience, but off the ropes he goes into a shoulder tackle. And Knight is going to have to start respecting this offense a little bit more, or else he'll get clipped. He seems to have realized that now, changing up the approach with the arm drag. Up to his feet with a drop kick. Rebounding, ducking the lariat, neck breaker. He's going for the cover already. A count of one. You gotta know that that isn't enough to put away a man like Bron Breakker. Oh, and a stomp in the corner. And another. And just digging the boot right into the leg of Bron Breakker as he throws him into the corner, and a forearm. Now into the headlock, and a running bulldog from LA Knight. And another cover that gets broken at one. And this time Breakker showing a little bit more anger, throwing him by the face as they get back to their feet. Knight rushes in, leapfrog from Breakker, so fast with a Steiner line. Flipping LA Knight inside out, and now Knight's gonna roll to the outside. And he doesn't know what the hell hit him. Suicide dive for Breakker. The crowd's going wild, and Breakker's taking it in, soaking it up like a sponge. Throwing Knight back into the ring. Hovering over him and lifting him. What a display of strength. And a military press dropping him right back down onto the floor. Off the ropes, looking for another Steiner line. Can't connect much better than that. But maybe he's gonna challenge himself to do it. Ducking under the Steiner line this time though. Kick to the gut, in position, BFT, off the rope, oh my God! Cuts him in half with a spear. 2, yes! Breakker moves on in the tournament with a nasty spear. Right through the gut of LA Knight. Cuts him in half, brutalizes him, and makes him pay for everything he said before the match began. Breakker stares back at the limp body of Knight, who is finally showing signs of life in the corner. Just staring down. And Knight might just be regretting those words he sprayed into the face of Bron Breakker just moments ago. Bron Breakker has moved on to the semifinals.